Chosen ones, I invite you to tune in and open your hearts. What I have to share is a sacred truth meant for those who understand their divine purpose. If you feel a stirring within, know that you're not here by chance. Let's explore together the insights that will illuminate your journey ahead. Today, I'm here to reveal something you may already sense. You're being targeted. As you move forward on your path, the challenges are increasing. They are targeting you because they recognize your light. They know you're the best, and that threatens them. But hear me clearly. You will not back down. This battle is more than an inconvenience. It's spiritual warfare, and you are standing on the front lines. Why? Because you've been chosen for a mission so powerful that it shakes the very foundation of those who do not understand. The attacks, the jealousy, the obstacles, they're signs that you're on the right path. It's essential to see these challenges not as setbacks, but as confirmations that you are aligned with your divine purpose. Together, we'll explore how to stay grounded and rise above the resistance. Chosen one, if you've been guided to this channel, it's not by accident. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to join the Kingdom Calls family. Beloved chosen one, the journey you are on is unlike any other. You've been chosen by God for a higher purpose, and your path will never be easy. You are called to stand out, to shine your light in a world that may not understand it. The more your light shines, the more it will attract opposition. Understand this opposition for what it is: confirmation that you are walking the sacred path God has laid out for you. When we speak about being targeted, it's not just by people around you. It's often spiritual forces that see your potential and seek to stop you before you fully step into your power. These forces use doubt, fear, and discouragement as weapons, trying to cloud your vision. They know that once you align with your purpose, nothing can stop you. You carry a divine light that not everyone can comprehend, and that can be intimidating for those in darkness. This isn't just an external battle, it's internal. You may find yourself questioning your worth, your abilities, and even the calling God has placed upon you. But remember, every obstacle shapes you into the warrior God intended. This spiritual resistance isn't a sign that you're off course. It's often the opposite. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the more intense the challenges. God has not placed you on this path to suffer endlessly. He is refining you, preparing you for something greater. But the refinement process can be painful. It strips away what no longer serves you: old beliefs, unhealthy relationships, fears that have held you back. And when the world sees this process, they may try to tear you down, not realizing that what looks like a struggle is actually a transformation. This journey is about trust. Trust in God's timing, trust in His plan, and trust in yourself as His chosen one. There will be moments when everything seems to be crumbling, and yet you are called to remain steadfast. God does not waste anything. Every tear, every trial is being used for your good, even when you can't see it. There's an emotional weight to carrying this calling. You may feel isolated, misunderstood, and at times utterly alone. Not everyone will understand the path you've been chosen to walk. This can lead to spiritual loneliness, as though you're the only one walking this road. But hear me, you are never truly alone. God walks with you in every moment, every victory. He has not brought you this far to leave you. The isolation is not a sign you're lost, but that you are being set apart for something greater. In those moments when the attacks feel relentless, this is where your faith comes in. It's easy to trust God when things go smoothly, but your true strength is revealed when everything feels like chaos. This is the crucible of faith. When you trust, even when the path is unclear, when you stand firm, even when the world shakes. And it's in these moments that God does His most transformative work in you. Your emotions are valid. It's okay to feel frustrated, to feel like giving up. But never forget that these feelings are temporary. The eternal truth is that God has already secured your victory. The enemy may come to steal, kill, and destroy, but God comes to give life, and life abundantly. The battle you face is not just for your present, it's for your future. It's for the generations that will be impacted by your obedience, by your decision to keep going when everything tells you to stop. And here's the truth that may be difficult to accept. The attacks you face are proof that you're on the right path. The enemy doesn't bother with those who aren't a threat. If you weren't significant, if your purpose weren't powerful, there would be no opposition. But because you are chosen, because your light is a beacon for others, you become a target. And yet, this is not a reason to fear. It's a reason to rejoice. For every attack is a reminder that God's hand is on your life, that you are moving in the direction of your destiny. So, chosen one, hold your head high. You will not be crushed by the weight of this battle. You will rise, stronger and more radiant than ever before. The world may target you, but God has already claimed you as His own. The victory is yours, not because of what you've done, but because of who God is and who He's called you to be. Keep moving forward, keep trusting, keep believing. God is with you every step of the way, and nothing, no attack, no obstacle, no weapon formed against you will prosper. You are chosen, and because of that, you will never back down. There's a tendency to view the struggles we face as something we need to get through as quickly as possible, but what if the struggle is the very thing that is preparing you? What if, instead of rushing through the discomfort, you embraced it as part of your growth? The enemy may try to convince you that the pain is a sign of weakness, but God shows us that it is through our pain that we discover our true strength. There is no resurrection without the cross, and there is no growth without resistance. You are being stretched because God is enlarging your capacity to receive His blessings. At times, you may wonder why the attacks come at the moments when you feel closest to your purpose. This is no coincidence. The closer you get to fulfilling your calling, the more the enemy will try to stop you. But this opposition is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's a reminder that you are on the brink of something powerful. The enemy would not bother with you if you were not a threat. The fact that you are being targeted is proof that you are on the right path. In these moments, it's easy to feel like you're alone, but you are never alone. God walks with you every step of the way. The presence of opposition in your life does not mean God has abandoned you. In fact, it's the opposite. The very fact that you face resistance is a sign that God is actively working in your life, guiding you toward your destiny. He is using these challenges to deepen your faith, to sharpen your discernment, and to strengthen your resolve. There is a unique emotional weight to carrying the mantle of a chosen one. You may feel misunderstood, isolated, or even rejected by those around you. The world does not always understand the divine calling on your life, and that can create a sense of spiritual loneliness. But take comfort in knowing that God has set you apart for a reason. Your path is not meant to look like everyone else's. It is uniquely yours, crafted by the hands of the Creator. And while it may feel difficult at times, it is also filled with incredible purpose and potential. One of the most profound lessons on this journey is learning to trust God in the midst of uncertainty. It's easy to have faith when everything is going well, but true faith is born in the moments when you can't see the way forward. It's in those moments when you feel surrounded by darkness that you must trust the light God has placed within you. Even when the attacks feel personal, even when the weight feels unbearable, know that God has equipped you with everything you need to stand firm. Remember that you are not just fighting for yourself. Your victory is tied to others who are connected to your journey. God has placed people in your life who will be impacted by your perseverance, by your willingness to keep going when everything tells you to stop. Your life is a testimony, a beacon of hope for others who are walking a similar path. When you stand firm in your faith, you inspire others to do the same. As you continue to walk this path, remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every attack is a chance to deepen your relationship with God. The journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You are being prepared for something greater than you can even imagine. And while the road ahead may still hold its share of difficulties, you can walk forward with confidence, knowing that God is with you in every step. So, chosen one, reflect on where you've been, and know that each challenge has served a purpose in your divine journey. You are being prepared for the next level of your calling. The best is yet to come. Chosen one, As you reflect on the challenges you face, remember that this path is not random. Every obstacle and moment of doubt has been placed on your journey for a reason. In these moments, God is shaping and preparing you for what's ahead. The resistance you face isn't just a test, but a sign that you're stepping into the fullness of your calling. With each hurdle, you are being molded into the warrior God intended you to be. There's a deeper truth at work. The struggles you face aren't just external, they're internal, revealing what needs to be healed and strengthened. These are not moments of defeat, but of breakthrough. God is building your spiritual strength so you can carry the divine purpose. He is preparing you for the divine purpose within you. Chosen one, as you stand on the threshold of something greater, you can feel it. Something is shifting. But what is it exactly? What is the purpose behind all the resistance, the opposition, and the relentless challenges? You may have been asking yourself why it feels like the closer you get to stepping fully into your purpose, the more intense the pushback becomes. Why, just when you're about to take that next step forward, does it feel like everything around you is conspiring to hold you back? These questions may linger in your heart, and today we're preparing to dive deeper into the answers. There is a divine reason behind every moment of doubt, every setback, and every attack you face. Yet, the path forward is not always clear. You may find yourself wondering, why me? Why now? Why, if you are walking in alignment with God's plan, does it feel as though the entire world is pressing against you? It's in these moments of uncertainty that your faith is tested. But even in the midst of this storm, there is a deeper purpose unfolding. You may not see the full picture yet, but each challenge is preparing you for the next level of your calling. There's something about the pressure you're feeling right now. It's not random, it's targeted. As a chosen one, the very essence of who you are is a threat to the forces that operate in darkness. And while you may not fully understand why these forces seem to rise against you with such intensity, know this: they see something in you. They recognize the power, the potential, and the light that you carry, and that's why they focus their attention on you. But this raises deeper questions, doesn't it? If you're chosen by God, protected, and guided, why are you still facing these struggles? Why does the path to fulfilling your divine mission feel so fraught with obstacles? The answer is not always immediate, but you can sense that something is building, something is coming. God is preparing you for the next phase, and with each step closer to that divine breakthrough, the tension grows. It's in this space of not yet fully understanding, that anticipation builds. You can feel it, can't you? That sense that something significant is on the horizon. But the waiting can be difficult. The struggle before the breakthrough can feel overwhelming. You may be wondering, what am I missing? What do I still need to learn before I can step fully into what God has for me? These questions swirl in your mind, keeping you awake at night, pushing you to search deeper for the answers that remain just out of reach. And this is precisely where God is working, in the unseen, in the unknown. You might not have all the answers right now, and that's okay. What you need to know in this moment is that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The intensity of your current battles is directly proportional to the greatness of your calling. The enemy wouldn't bother with you if you weren't carrying something powerful. But even as you face these battles, there's something deeper that has yet to be revealed. A truth, a message that will transform the way you see not only your struggles, but your entire journey. There's a reason you've been brought to this moment, why you felt drawn to hear this message. Something within you is ready to receive the deeper wisdom that God has prepared. But before that revelation can come, there's a preparation that needs to happen. You may still be holding on to doubts, fears, or even past experiences that have shaped how you see yourself and your role as a chosen one. Those doubts may be whispering that you're not strong enough, not worthy enough, or not ready. But let me tell you this, those doubts are not from God. They are from the forces that seek to keep you from stepping into your full power. Right now, you're standing in the space between the resistance and the revelation. It's a space of tension, of uncertainty, but also of potential. The anticipation you feel isn't just about what's to come. It's about who you are becoming in the process. The moments of pressure are molding you, shaping you into the vessel that can carry the weight of your divine mission. But still, the question lingers. What will it take to step into that next level? What must be revealed before you can move forward? God is bringing you closer to your revelation. Every challenge and experience has led you here. Though you can't see the full picture, trust the process. The tension you feel isn't a delay, it's preparation. Your breakthrough is near, so keep pressing forward with faith. Chosen one, you've been walking this path of divine purpose, facing trials that have tested your spirit, your endurance, and your faith. Every step of the journey has been marked by resistance. You've been targeted, pushed to your limits, and questioned your purpose. The tension in your life is not random. It's deeply tied to the mission God has placed within you. You are being refined, shaped into the warrior God needs you to be, and the pressure you feel is not a sign of failure, but a sign of impending breakthrough. We've explored the emotional and spiritual struggles that come with this journey, the doubts that creep in, the internal battles you face, and the external forces that try to pull you away from your divine calling. All of this has been leading you to this moment. There is a reason you've been feeling the weight of these challenges. They are the precursors to something far greater than you've imagined. But up until now, the exact why may have remained elusive. You've felt the anticipation, the tension, and the frustration of not knowing how to take the next step. You've been prepared, tested, and pushed, and now it's time for the revelation you've been waiting for. Here is where the truth becomes clear. The challenges you've been facing are not meant to break you, they are meant to awaken you. You've been walking through fire, but not because God has abandoned you. Quite the opposite. God is preparing to launch you into a new phase of your calling, but first, He needed to burn away what no longer serves you. You've been carrying things with you that cannot go with you into the next level of your purpose. This is why the attacks have intensified, why the pressure has mounted. You are on the verge of stepping into the fullness of your calling, and with that comes the shedding of the old. God is doing a deep work in you, one that goes beyond the surface. He is refining your spirit, but also clarifying your vision. You see, the things that have been coming against you, whether people, circumstances, or even your own fears, are reflections of the old limitations that have been holding you back. In this moment of breakthrough, God is asking you to see these challenges differently. They are not obstacles to be overcome. They are mirrors, showing you what needs to be released so that you can step fully into your power. This revelation might feel overwhelming. You've spent so much time fighting, resisting the pressure, and trying to overcome. But now, God is asking you to surrender, not to the challenges, but to the transformation that is happening within you. Surrender to the process, because it's in this surrender that you'll find your greatest strength. God is not asking you to fight harder. He's asking you to trust deeper. Trust that everything you've gone through has been preparing you for this moment, and trust that He is leading you exactly where you need to be. The next step in your journey is not about pushing through the external challenges, but about aligning internally with what God is doing. The true battle isn't happening around you. It's happening within you. The fear, the doubt, the insecurity, they're not just things to be managed. They are things to be transformed. God is asking you to release these old patterns, these old ways of thinking, so that you can step into a new way of being. You've been conditioned by past experiences to expect struggle, to brace for impact. But now God is showing you a new way, one of grace, of flow, of divine alignment. Think about it. Every time you've been knocked down, every time you've faced opposition, you've risen again, and each time you've risen stronger, more attuned to your purpose, more connected to the divine calling on your life. What if all of this has been preparing you to stop seeing the fight as something external, and instead to realize that the true battle is about shifting how you see yourself? What if, instead of fighting the forces around you, you embrace the truth of who you are? You are not just someone struggling through life, trying to make it to the next day. You are a chosen one, handpicked by God to carry out a mission that only you can fulfill, and the intensity of your challenges is a reflection of the magnitude of your purpose. The enemy has seen what you carry, and that's why the attacks have been so relentless. But now it's time for you to see what the enemy has seen all along: your power, your light, your divine authority. This is the breakthrough moment, chosen one. It's not about doing more, fighting harder, or proving yourself. It's about stepping fully into the truth of who God has called you to be. It's about recognizing that you've already won the battle because God has already equipped you with everything you need. The attacks on your life have been trying to convince you that you're not enough, that you're not worthy, that you're not ready. But the truth is, you were born ready. You were chosen for this exact moment, for this exact purpose. The revelation you've been waiting for is this: you don't need to become anything more than who you already are. God isn't asking you to change, He's asking you to embrace the fullness of who He created you to be. The opposition you've been facing has been trying to distract you from this truth, but now you see it clearly. The power is already within you. The light is already within you. The victory is already within you. This moment of clarity is where everything shifts. You are no longer defined by the struggles you've faced. You are defined by the purpose God has placed within you. And now, as you step into this next phase, you do so not with fear, but with confidence. Confidence in who God is and confidence in who He has called you to be. Chosen one, the anticipation, the tension, the pressure, it has all been leading to this moment. The breakthrough you've been waiting for isn't something external. It's the internal realization that you are already walking in victory. The battle has already been won, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are in God. Now is the time to walk forward in that truth. Release the doubts, the fears, and the insecurities that have held you back for so long. It's time to fully embrace the light within you, the power that has always been there, waiting to shine. This is the moment when everything changes. Not because your external circumstances will magically shift, but because you have shifted, you've grown, you've aligned yourself with your divine purpose, and nothing can stop you now. Chosen. 1. Keep moving forward with confidence. The revelation has arrived, and you are no longer just walking toward your breakthrough. You are the breakthrough. Your path is set, your time is now, and the greatness within embrace your divine power. Release doubts and move forward. You are the breakthrough, chosen one. As you stand at this crucial point in your journey, chosen one, it's important to understand that the path forward is not one of retreat or hesitation. Everything you've experienced has led you to this moment, and though the challenges have been intense, they have not been without purpose. The opposition you've faced, the doubts that have weighed on your heart, and the fear that has whispered in your ear have all served to prepare you for what lies ahead. You're not merely surviving these struggles, you're being forged through them. As you move forward, it's essential to see these struggles for what they truly are: opportunities for growth, chances to step further into the fullness of who God has called you to be. The forces targeting you are not random. They recognize something in you that even you might not fully grasp yet. They see your potential, your strength, and the divine mission you carry, which is why they seek to derail you. But here's the truth. What they fear most is your realization of just how powerful you truly are. So what does this mean for your journey ahead? It means that your focus must shift. Rather than seeing the attacks against you as mere obstacles, you need to start recognizing them as confirmations of your significance in the spiritual realm. The fact that you're being targeted so intensely is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're on the right path. It's a sign that your light is so bright that it cannot go unnoticed, and that your purpose is so profound that it cannot be ignored. Moving forward, this understanding will become a cornerstone of your journey. You are not just walking a path of faith, you are walking a path of divine assignment. God has chosen you for something far greater than you might realize, and as you continue to step into that calling, you must do so with the confidence that comes from knowing that you are protected, guided, and equipped by God Himself. The struggles you face are merely the refining fire that prepares you for the greatness that lies ahead. It's important to remember that the path forward is not one that will necessarily become easier, but it is one that will become clearer. The more you lean into your purpose, the more aligned you become with God's plan for your life. And as you align with that plan, the attacks may continue, but they will no longer shake you as they once did. Why? Because you will know deep in your spirit that they are a response to your growing power. The more you step into your identity as a chosen one, the more resistance you might face, but the stronger and more resilient you will become. Part of this next phase of your journey involves a deepening trust in God's timing. You've already seen how, in moments of doubt and confusion, God has revealed Himself, guiding. As you stand at this crucial point in your journey, chosen one, it's important to understand that the path forward is not one of retreat or hesitation. Everything you've experienced has led you to this moment, and though the challenges have been intense, they have not been without purpose. The opposition you've faced, the doubts that have weighed on your heart, and the fear that has whispered in your ear have all served to prepare you for what lies ahead. You're not merely surviving these struggles, you're being forged through them. As you move forward, it's essential to see these struggles for what they truly are: opportunities for growth, chances to step further into the fullness of who God has called you to be. The forces targeting you are not random. They recognize something in you that even you might not fully grasp yet. They see your potential, your strength, and the divine mission you carry, which is why they seek to derail you. But here's the truth. What they fear most is your realization of just how powerful you truly are. So what does this mean for your journey ahead? It means that your focus must shift. Rather than seeing the attacks against you as mere obstacles, you need to start recognizing them as confirmations of your significance in the spiritual realm. The fact that you're being targeted so intensely is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're on the right path. It's a sign that your light is so bright that it cannot go unnoticed, and that your purpose is so profound that it cannot be ignored. Moving forward, this understanding will become a cornerstone of your journey. You are not just walking a path of faith, you are walking a path of divine assignment. God has chosen you for something far greater than you might realize, and as you continue to step into that calling, you must do so with the confidence that comes from knowing that you are protected, guided, and equipped by God Himself. The struggles you face are merely the refining fire that prepares you for the greatness that lies ahead. It's important to remember that the path forward is not one that will necessarily become easier, but it is one that will become clearer. The more you lean into your purpose, the more aligned you become with God's plan for your life. And as you align with that plan, the attacks may continue, but they will no longer shake you as they once did. Why? Because you will know, deep in your spirit, that they are a response to your growing power. The more you step into your identity as a chosen one, the more resistance you might face, but the stronger and more resilient you will become. Part of this next phase of your journey involves a deepening trust in God's timing. You've already seen how, in moments of doubt and confusion, God has revealed Himself, guiding you through the very challenges that seemed insurmountable. This will not change. As you walk forward, you will need to remind yourself that God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with your own expectations. The delays you've experienced, the moments when it felt like nothing was happening, were all part of God's preparation process. He has been laying the groundwork for what's coming next in your life, and now is the time for you to trust that what He has promised will come to fruition. But trust alone is not enough. As you move forward, you must also take action. The path ahead requires you to step boldly into the calling that has been placed on your life. This means no longer shrinking back, no longer second-guessing yourself, and no longer allowing fear to dictate your decisions. You've already seen how capable you are. You've already felt the strength that rises within you when you refuse to give in to the pressure. Now it's time to lean into that strength fully. There will be moments when the path ahead feels uncertain, when the voices of doubt grow louder, and when the opposition feels overwhelming. In those moments, you must remember that God is with you, guiding you every step of the way. He has not brought you this far to abandon you now. The very fact that you've come through everything you've experienced is proof that you are equipped to handle what's ahead. The key is to keep moving forward, even when the way seems unclear. Another crucial aspect of the path forward is the realization that you are not alone in this journey. As a chosen one, you are part of a greater spiritual community, a collective of souls who are also walking their own divine paths. The attacks you face are not unique to you, they are part of a larger spiritual battle that affects many. This understanding should give you comfort, knowing that you are not isolated in your struggles. There are others who are walking similar paths, facing similar challenges, and overcoming them through their faith and perseverance. Lean into this community. Seek out those who understand the weight of your calling, and allow their experiences to strengthen your own resolve. As you continue forward, it's also essential to maintain a posture of gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons learned, gratitude for the strength gained, and gratitude for the opportunities that lie ahead. When you choose to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth, you begin to shift your perspective. No longer are you a victim of circumstance. Instead, you are an active participant in your own transformation. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone, each setback a lesson in resilience. This mindset of gratitude will not only sustain you, but will also open doors to new opportunities that align with your purpose. As you move forward, trust God's plan. The challenges are temporary, but your purpose is eternal. You're equipped, protected, and ready. Keep going, knowing your path will impact many. You've been targeted because of the light you carry, and it's time to fully embrace that truth. The path ahead may not always be easy, but you are equipped, guided, and protected by God. Every obstacle is a stepping stone toward your divine purpose. The world is waiting to see the greatness that lies within you, and it's time to step into that power. As you move forward, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a powerful community of chosen ones, all walking their own divine paths and supporting one another in faith. This journey isn't just about you. It's about the impact you will have on others. Your resilience, your strength, and your perseverance will inspire those around you. Share this message with someone who needs it, reminding them that they too are equipped to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Now, it's time to take the next step. Subscribe to this channel and become a part of the Kingdom Calls family, where we uplift and guide each other on our sacred paths. Turn on notifications so you never miss another message filled with divine wisdom, and share this video with others who need to hear it. You could be the spark that helps someone discover their divine purpose. Together, we are stronger. Together, we walk the path God has set before us, lifting and encouraging each other along the way. Keep shining your light, keep believing, and trust that your breakthrough is closer than you think. You are a chosen one, and nothing can stop you from fulfilling the incredible purpose God has placed within you. The journey ahead may be challenging, but you are never alone. Stay strong, stay connected, and watch how your path unfolds in alignment with God's divine plan. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Patreon. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation makes a difference, allowing us to reach more chosen ones and provide the guidance and encouragement they need on their journey. Together, we can uplift one another and grow stronger in our faith. Thank you for being part of this incredible community and helping us continue spreading light, wisdom, and support to chosen ones on their journey. Your contribution truly makes a difference.